All right, guys, welcome back to Drop Frames. Some breaking news. Division just broke every Ubisoft sales record for 24 hours, and total digital full game sales of the Division also set a new single-day company record across PC, Xbox One, PS4.
Oh. Whoa.
And we don't know what that, they didn't say what that number was. So I would think it's like 1.5 million. I don't know. They put enough marketing in that game that of course it did, right? Like of course it sells that much. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Who is surprised?
Yeah. So I think that just hit. But that's, like we said in the first half, enough about the Division. What have you been playing this past week, brother?
Let's see. A lot of Stardew. Having a great time in there. Division.
Have you hit endgame yet?
Well, it's kind of interesting. From what I understand, there's not really an end game. Like at one point towards the end of the second year, you get like your entire gameplay experience, not just your farm, but like everything you've done up to that point gets like measured and you get graded.
Really?
And I have not hit that point yet in all of my gameplay. I'm like in summer of year 2, and apparently it's not till the end of year 2. But I do a lot of stuff that other streamers haven't been doing, and I also don't sleep early a lot of times. But yeah, that's the big thing. And so Stardew and Division and the culling tournament, that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened on.
I have not had a chance to play that game yet.
Oh my lord!
I've heard nothing but great things.
I'm having, dude. I'm actually probably going to be playing the culling right when we're done today. And I invite you guys to come play with me so I can murder you and
do it.
But it's, dude, I got to admit, I have not had that much fun in a BR game in a long time, and it's really been enjoyable. It's definitely a great fallback game right now.
Are the queue times bad?
What's up?
This is because you guys were doing I'm like, why are you at a 15-minute queue time? It's like, that's because there's only 16 minutes. There's only 16 people trying to queue. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. I got so unlucky, and
I watched that.
I felt so bad.
I didn't have audio. I saw Lyric win the 2 that he won. I saw him kill you in that one that counted.
Dude, I had an epic fight with Sacriel, and I took Sacriel out one-on-one, and I was so happy. And then out of nowhere, Lyric walks up, and I have like 15 health left.
I saw that.
Oh no!
He just one-shot you.
Run and,
It was like the most he just walked over. He's like, "Doop." I'm like,
yeah,
what?
I thought he was further back than he did. So I had this strategy.
Awesome.
Like, if you heard me on my stream, I was like, okay, I'm going to run around this tree, and then I'm going to break to the left. I'm not going to do... And I ran around the tree, and apparently he just followed me right around. Like, I thought I was going to lose him.
Yeah.
Nope. Just like stuck to me like glue. And then I turned around, and I'm like, okay, let's see where he... Boom, dead.
He was backstabbing everyone that
And I was just like, well, shit. And
But
to be fair, he did really great in that tournament. He had a lot of really great plays. So
he did. I think he got first...
He earned his win.
Third and first or something like that. So
something like that, yeah.
What someone said there was a patch out, or was it European servers? Was that the only thing that was in this patch? What?
No, they put a legit patch out before the tournament. They gave us all the patch notes. Actually, it was really cool because the CEO of the company went around personally to everyone on Skype and like offered a chance, like, hey, do you want to talk about the patch changes? And I want to make sure you're fully versed in what's changed.
Nice.
And like I ended up having like a 20-minute Skype conversation with him where he went over everything.
Super cool.
About stuff. At one point, he was like asking for feedback. He was like, so what do you I see you use this build a lot. What do you think if we change this? And I was like, awesome. Like it was a really great experience.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And they made, what was even cooler is like all the changes that they made right before the tournament, all of them based on player feedback. All of them. Like they changed how powerful blowguns were. They changed how hard it was to make them. They changed how to reload them. And apparently, by the way, there's a huge patch that just came out in fact, I need to start downloading it.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Do you know what was in that patch?
No, I haven't even looked at the new one. Okay. I haven't even looked at the new one yet. So, but yeah, it was really cool. And it was a lot of fun playing with the patch changes like right before the tournament.
I might have asked something similar last week, but I think one of the biggest issues that people that don't play these type of games see is that it seems like every other month or maybe every 3 months there's a new one that comes out on Steam. It comes out, and then for the most part the game doesn't really change, and so they're reluctant to buy into it. Do you think that'll happen with the culling?
Well, it's kind of interesting because one of the things that I think you can see and track through all of these games that have been coming out for BRs is they're heading a direction. So like you had Arma 3 BR, right? That was the first. It was really hard to get into. You had to buy a game that wasn't even related. You had to download third-party applications, and everyone that played it was really niche. But people still played it. Then you had the H1Z1 BR, which was kind of like the DayZ combination, a lot more wide, a lot more players. Like the reach expanded. Then you had the Arc survival of the tournament. It was a good direction they took it, got pretty popular, but unfortunately a little bit too complicated for most people. People didn't want to know exactly what kind of berries and how many they needed to tame their dinosaurs. It was kind of a mess.
Fucking farming for berries was the worst. I hated that shit.
Dude, and I love the concept of BR and Arc, but putting that on top of that extremely, like, you need to know exactly how shit works or you're going to get steamrolled. Like, it's just a little much. Now we've filtered down the equation to the culling. The culling is a good example of stripping out all the stuff that people have been complaining about a lot until this point, and now it's just like you have the fun parts of BR. Like it's like the stage 3 BR. You know, it's more arcadey. It's less players. There's more loot. It's much more kind of TV related. Like they got an announcer and they have like stands that people are watching from, and everything's crazy. Like they're basically turning it more into like an action television experience. And I think it's not only touching a different genre, but it's a good distillation of the original BR concept down into something that's a little bit more manageable. It's a little bit smaller package. You know, the rounds are shorter. Wins don't quite mean as much, but losing doesn't mean as much. Like it's becoming a bit more kind of like mainstream BR.
Gotcha.
And I think a lot of people play into that. It's a great game to stream because it's the kind of thing you can just jump in and play a few rounds and you don't have to worry about lasting a long time. And
right. And you don't have to worry about, you know, performance or fucking the Arma engine or the DayZ engine. Like, you don't have to worry about that fucking terrible shit. So that's cool.
It's the whole package. And it's also all built around BR, which is really nice because a lot of times BR is just kind of like a little package they plug into another game or a different engine or something. This is just, it's all of it. Like, it's the whole thing, just boom right there. So yeah. Also, the melee system needs work. It's not toyed enough yet, but it's getting there. And it's still, even in its, as I think Zeke, you may have pointed this out perfectly, in its paper, rock, scissors kind of the way that it functions, it still works, which is really cool. And once you get down that paper, rock, scissors kind of thing, like, you can get pretty damn decent. Like, it got to the point in one of my games recently, there was a guy coming at me full health with a katana, and I ended up beating him with like a rank 2 knife cleaver at half health, just because I knew when to block, when to push, and he was just like button mashing, trying to kill me and flailing at the, you know, as the gas came up. And I was sitting there like, you know, holding block and waiting for him to approach. And then the second he did block, I'd push him and cut him a few times and go back, and he'd run up frantically and try to start beating me, and I'd block and throw him off. And it's pretty cool. It's a good system. It's a good system. So
is it still like
Barry, I really want to play. You're not making this any easier for me.
Are the animations still a little bit not
a little bit janky?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not quite tight enough, especially with the melee. Yeah.
I wonder, I've never seen the because this is based off UE4, right? And I wonder like how much work was done on the models from the UE4 engine and the animations from the UE4 engine that are just like there for purchase. Like I don't know what was added to this game specifically to the models and to the animations that's not stock in UE4. And I would be curious to see the comparisons for that. Because like when you get a UE4 license, you're totally in your right to just use that stuff. And I would be curious to see like
about using the assets that come with the engine.
Yeah, or the assets that you can buy within the engine from creators.
To use more things that don't come as stock assets? Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess that's what I'm getting at. But yeah, I just want to see like how much work was put into like this game in terms of what they did on top of the base UE4 stuff. Because I don't know enough about game development and the UE4 engine and like what that works. I just know that the UE4 stuff is built in a way that you can buy things piecemeal and bring them into your game that you're creating. So I'd be curious to see like what that looks like, but I have no idea where I would find something like that.
I could tell you if it was Unity, because I developed in Unity for almost a year and a half, but I'm not sure in...
when I say UE4, I'm saying Unreal Engine 4.
Unreal Engine.
Yeah, Unreal Engine 4.
Which is, UE3 was basically like the go-to engine for everything in the last generation.
I can tell you that generally it's really, really bad form to use like stock assets.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That any of these are stock. Just,
okay.
I would not assume they are. But that being said, I've never used UE4 myself, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess what I'm getting at is that I want to see like how hard it was to make this. Is maybe what I'm getting at.
Why do you want to see how hard it was to make it?
Just because I'm curious. Like,
Are you that guy? Or are you like, it was really easy from the make it? You know, it's really fun.
No. I'm interested in UE4 game design from a consumer perspective to see how hard it is to make things in that engine.
I gotcha.
Like, generally interested.
No, it's exactly why the reason that how it's made, that show, is fucking captivating.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, I hate that show.
What? Why? Why do you hate that show?
You turn it on and then you're just like, oh, it's 5 a.m, but at least I know how they make saxophones. This is great.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though, man. I love that type of information.
I had an idea for that show years ago when I saw, I think it was either fucking reading. No, it wasn't. It was Sesame Street, I think. When they're like, let's go to the crayon factory to see how they're made. And I watched.
Yeah.
I think I saw that on Reddit like last week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's make a show all of that.
Yeah.
Let's make a show all of that.
Yeah. All that.
I want all of that in a show.
Oh my god.
When
society
society
go into paper clips.
When society has crumbled and the only people left are the raiders and like 2 cities, there's going to be just one library of how it's made, and it's going to be like the last thing humanity has left, treasured and held up on a like everyone will fight over it.
We have to know how it's made.
We have to know how it's
Mr.
made.
Rogers, that's right.
Was it Mr. Rogers that figured that stuff out?
It was Mr. Rogers. Yeah. No,
Fucking shit, man.
it's just like, I mean, it's like anything. It's like Twitch. It's how it's made. Like, I know my buddy DP from Star Coolidge Show, his son was addicted to watching YouTube videos of people opening like those plastic Easter eggs.
What? The Kinder eggs?
What was inside?
The Kinder eggs? Is that what they're like the ones with the chocolate on the outside? You can't sell them in the United States because little kids could eat them and die? Is it that one?
No. They're just like little plastic eggs. They pop.
Sorry, Co. That was fast talking.
Idea, millions of views. They just pop the egg open and show you what's inside.
Dude, kids, okay, Corey.
And then move on to the next one.
Kids, like
he would watch
those
those
things
for hours on end.
Those things are those things are so easy. One of like Corey's wife bought this thing called Kitty's Surprise, and it was a toy, and it's horrifying. So he did an unboxing video for his YouTube, and it got like 100,000 views. And he's like, I don't even do toy reviews. It's just people love to see shit come out of boxes on YouTube. Yep. And if it could maybe be something super great, they just want to see it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing case openings on my stream later.
There you go. Didn't you do you guys remember on when Disney made that huge day of like they were announcing all the Star Wars toys and stuff coming out? So they made like a Friday where it was like, we're going to show everything that we're putting out. And they literally just opened Disney boxes on stream for like 3 hours of like, here's what the new Rey figure looks like. And then they would open her up and be like, and you could move her arms. Let's move on. And it had like a fucking so much viewership. It was a huge fucking deal. They sold so much merchandise. It was insane. That's what that's what we live in now. That's the world we live in.
Oh, by the way, because I'm seeing some comments in chat. You're not watching me actually play. This is not gameplay.
Yeah, this is spectating.
I'm like outcasting the rest of the tournament. So this is not, you're not watching gameplay right now. Just a heads up.
Yep. Well, cool. It was also.
I thought you meant you're not playing it right now as we're talking.
Oh no, I'm playing it right now. I'm checking out the patch.
But no, you're playing fucking Stardew Valley and checking on your fucking plums or something.
Shut up! I don't grow plums. It's corn.
Yeah, it's summer, so that you don't make.
Get out the plums, Zeke.
Yeah.
Stay off my plums, man.
I also think to speak to something I really am. It's cool to see for the devs is like they got the fuck out of the way of the Division launch on the 8th and released this last Friday.
Brilliant.
It was fucking super smart. Because
do you know how they did that, by the way?
What do you mean?
The culling tournament, all of this was planned. So what we did was we received a video that was password protected. And so we all had this video. I unfortunately had a meeting. I wasn't able to show the video, but like all the other streamers, like right when the tournament was done and Lyric was announced the winner, they tweeted out the password and everyone played the video on stream, and the stream video was announcing that the game had just released.
That's pretty smart.
That's sick.
It was brilliant. And like everyone was like, you beat Division in releasing. Like it was a really smart, it was a really smart move.
I would love to see more developers do things like that and break from that like traditional, like you got to launch it on Tuesday and all this other, the cyclical stuff that just, it sets up games to fail sometimes. And it makes me really sad.
I mean, kind of. A lot of those companies, you're answering to like a board, right? So like, and you have stocks, so you can't test shit out because your stock will actually drop.
Let me in the boardroom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I have a high level of confidence that even the people who sit in the boardroom are people and not stupid. And if you told them you want to do it on a Tuesday, but if you do it on a Thursday, a week in advance, then maybe you're gonna make more money. I don't know.
The thing is that you saw
get him out of here.
You saw Nintendo's now shifting to like
he was supposed to be mopping the floors. Get on the fucking boardroom.
Get back to the bathroom.
Holy
but how many good games like have been overshadowed by like
absolutely
like decent solid games have been overshadowed by super duper hype games that weren't as good as that other game.
But I mean, you're starting to see that change. Like Nintendo started making Friday their big release day, or Sunday.
Truth.
They've done a lot of stuff there. Indie games are kind of just like, yeah, well, I guess 3 a.m. on a Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. And then it's like the top of the Steam list. So I think you'll always kind of see AAAs.
Because they're all sitting around like all the indie guys are sitting around going like, I can't. I got yoga on Friday. I can't do that. I can't.
It's true. It's true.
I think you know. Let me check. Let me check my. Let's see. Oh shit! I got my kid's recital.
That's like 3 guys. Yeah. No. That's. I mean, I had that conversation with I was up at Bungie and I asked them. I was like, "You guys released the Taken King in September. Why not like release it to try and like fight with people, right? Like, the fucking Fallout 4 and all this other stuff." And you know, and they said, he made it. The guy I was talking to, he made a really good point. He said that like so many other games came out the same time Fallout 4 did, and they might have been great games in their own right, but they got absolutely massacred.
Wait, other games came out when Fallout 4 did?
Exactly.
The thing is too is that I bet you if you were to go back and look, those games were already announced, and then Fallout 4 dropped its giant fucking dick and just said, "Hey,
pivot.
Get out of the fucking way. We're coming through."
If you want to talk about money and people sitting in a boardroom, that's when everyone in the boardroom goes,
yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. We can do whatever we want.
We can't, but we committed. Bullshit. Change the graphics.
Yeah.
Put out a tweet.
Yeah.
And every other game developer who found out when it was released were like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm sure Activision did that because StarCraft 2, The Legacy of the Void, the ending to their 3-game saga for StarCraft 2 came out the same day as fucking Fallout 4.
Wait, it released?
Yeah, it came out the same day. And like sales are pretty abysmal. They were pretty fucking bad. And so did Tomb Raider come out on Xbox One.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm being dead serious. Now, to be fair, I was totally wrapped up in Fallout 4.
I don't believe you. It's not like you even streamed that game.
Did you play it, JP?
I played the first 3 missions and I got bored and quit. I never finished it.
Oh God.
Okay. It's not. It's a very interesting game. They do some very funny stuff, like story-wise, in there. If you want a good person to talk to about it, actually, talk to Jeff about it and Control.
Okay, we'll do.
Because he's like obviously the quintessential StarCraft fan, both story-wise and like being a pro player at one time. And he absolutely hated it.
Have said multiple times, like, yeah, when the last one comes out, we'll play all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like, I don't know. It was funny. The other thing that was interesting, we're talking about like game releases and AAA stuff. I thought it was so funny that Activision's thing that they did to combat the Division yesterday was released a 4 gig Overwatch patch. That was like their thing to quote unquote combat the Division launch from Ubisoft. Like that was their rival thing.
What Overwatch got patched?
Yeah, there's a 4 gig patch. They put in a bunch of legendary skins. They put in a new map, new control point map.
Fuck this! I'm gonna fucking.
They changed Lucio's HP back to 200. A bunch of balance changes. Yeah, so.
Yeah, they changed some voices and shit, which.
They put in a new lighting engine. Yeah.
Like, really?
There's a new lighting engine too, so stuff looks a little bit different.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, that launched last
Dude,
night.
honestly,
at like 7.
I'm almost like I'm still playing Overwatch. In fact, I'm playing it offline a little bit. But I'm really excited for when more people get into that game.
Same
I want
here,
to
man.
play it with more people.
Hey.
Like,
I haven't got a chance to try the damn thing yet.
Hey,
I
May
might actually look fucking decent.
May 2nd, it goes open.
Don't you hate that shit when you play with like a small population of people and you know everyone there and you know you're going to be the worst. And
Yeah,
so you don't even want to try. You're like, oh, like I'm dead again. That's great.
However,
take this and set it down.
However,
Shoot me in the face. That's fine. I didn't even want to be alive. Like I hate that shit.
However, like, yes, I felt that way when I first started up. I was like, I'm gonna suck and everyone's gonna hate me being on their team and yada yada yada. However, that's the reason why Overwatch has those redeeming qualities that I was talking about that I wish were more of in the division is the diversity. Like I can go into into any game, no matter what, and I can play 2 characters well,
Right.
and support it, like that kind of shit. Like I will never be good as like a sniper, like Black Widow, Widowmaker.
Yeah.
I will never be good as Widowmaker because I can't shoot straight. However, I can move a goddamn payload with Reinhardt, or I can heal on defense with Lucio or Mercy. I can do that no matter what. Like I'll pick other characters and suck at them, but I don't have to be necessarily good. I just have to know my fucking job when I play those other ones.
Makes sense.
Why I like that.
Yep.
Like I always get the most objective time, and I would say like I have probably a 75% win ratio when moving a payload if I'm playing Reinhardt because I'm there. I know my fucking job.
and that's why I love playing with Zeke.
That's true.
He actually does his shit.
fills
Like
those
it's
roles.
great. He's not just worried about picking a DPS character and trying to get play of the game like 90% of the people that are playing right now.
That's
What
the
do you mean?
Screamer curse when you play Destiny. It's your responsibility to do the most boring job. Like I always, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. Like any game that I play, I'm like, oh, we just wiped. That's because I wasn't killing ads or because I wasn't standing on the point. Yeah, I appreciate you, Zeke. That's what I'm trying to say.
There you go.
Not a lot of people play objectives. Listen, if you're out there and you play the objective, you're a fucking hero. Everyone loves you.
Destiny. Every time I can't remember. I haven't played it in so long. But capture the point or whatever the 3 points.
When you're playing Control and everyone just wants to run around nimbly bimbly and shoot each other,
I'm
and
not
like,
killing-
we're getting no point.
I barely kill anybody. I consistently capture the most points in that game
You win the game.
because I'm there standing, moving around on the point, not shooting anybody. I'm just dodging and avoiding everything.
It's true, yeah.
And I'm just standing on the point. Cap.
Here's something that I didn't know. I was just looking up to see what was coming out against Destiny because the official launch date or release date got announced as May 24th. They're doing an open beta on the 5th to the 9th of May. Guess what launches on the 3rd of May?
Wait, what Destiny comes out on May?
Or not, Overwatch. Sorry, Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Comes
I was
out
like,
there-
uh-huh.
yeah, I don't know why I said Destiny. I got
I
it
was
on
like,
the
what did I? Wait, what about?
I just
heard
realized
him
I said
say it,
Destiny.
and I just let it go because I'm used to hearing shit like that all the time.
So May 5th till May 9th for open beta of Overwatch. Guess what comes out on the 3rd of May?
Big company?
Yes.
Some new Smash.
In the same game. Like game type.
Final Fantasy VII.
That's not the same game type.
Damn it.
So a first-person
thinking-
adventure. It's not.
What? First person
Uncharted?
adventure.
Oh,
Well,
first person.
what about Destiny?
Fucking it's Battleborn. You guys are terrible.
Oh yeah, Battle.
So they're launching
Gives a fuck about
Destiny was a miss. I was saying Overwatch, Code. Now you're stuck on Destiny.
Oh, Destiny. Oh,
It's a great game.
I'm just gonna be
If
over.
you want to watch more of it, just come to.
I realized what you did, and I was just like, Zeke's not playing along. Co's lost in Destiny land like I was. And Broman doesn't
Talking
follow
about
that
this
game.
before the show, JP. My mind just ain't working anymore.
So in classic
hold on.
in
I
class,
don't know, man. I don't
Dude,
know how I feel
Battleborn-
about Battleborn.
in classic
I'm
Blizzard
just saying.
fashion,
We had a big talk about these, and I don't think I've ever talked about it in this show. I've talked about it on my channel a few times. I erroneously called these games third person and first person MOBAs, Overwatch and stuff like that. I have recanted that. I no longer call them MOBAs. I'm calling them now third person objective based shooters or first person objective based shooters.
oh yeah, I think we talked
Hero
about that a little bit.
shooters.
Hero shooters. That's a good way to put it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
But we talked months ago about what was going to happen when all these games started coming out. And dude, I can tell you right now, I hate saying it, I think Battleborn's going to be our first casualty.
Dude, yes, because it comes out the 3rd of May,
Yep.
and then Overwatch, the game that will probably have the biggest open beta to date, is opening 2 days after the launch of Battleborn.
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Like, it's going to fucking destroy Battleborn.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's one of those.
Hold on. Quick question. Why are they calling it an open beta?
Because it's open
Because
beta.
they're letting people play. Anyone that wants to play can play.
No, I know, but when are they fucking releasing a game in full?
24th,
Oh, no, I think they're doing
24th
the
of May.
open beta week, and then it releases.
It releases the 24th of
something
May.
like that.
24th
Yeah.
of May. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's the difference?
they're basically letting
The
everyone.
open beta
play
you can play
a
for
week
free.
For free.
You
and
buy
then
it when it
when
comes
goes
out on the
live, You
24th.
have to actually pay money to play.
Okay. Okay. So it's like when they give you free HBO for a month. They're like,
the
here's
bait.
some, here's a
That's the bait.
little teaser.
Yeah, here's
Little
5
teaser
days
for
of
you.
free.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
like it?
You like it? Now you can't live without it. Buy it.
Yeah. Here you go, poor people. Watch Game of Thrones and suffer when you can't have it anymore.
Oh, so if you pre-order Overwatch, you get in early access on May 3rd. So if you pre-order the game, you get in the same day that Battleborn drops. Fucking Blizzard, you guys are you actually are Diablo. Mike
pretty
Morhaime is actually Diablo, so he probably would make that decision. But like, that is evil as fuck, man. That's
Dude,
smart
I feel
business, but
bad for
shit.
them.
I
know a
Gearbox
couple
has
of
been
people
planning
working on
it.
Battleborn, and they're trying to make it the absolute best they can. But it's just like I've had some
That timing.
conversations with them, and it's like they know, like
That's crazy.
they're not dumb. They see the situation.
No, they're smart as shit. Yeah.
And it's just kind of like this. It's just unfortunate because you know it's not gonna get the eyes that it should. It's just not. It's just not
Yeah.
going to.
How
Like, dude, a perfect example was the event. Remember the synchronous events they did a few months back
Yeah.
with Overwatch and Battleborn, and it was just like we saw people that would normally have 3 times their numbers doing a promo event. Like, this should get you more numbers at a third of what they normally have when they just play whatever the hell they want. And it's
Yeah.
just like, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It-
It was
Woo,
a thing.
it's going to be rough. It's
Also,
gonna be rough.
on the 24th of
And
May,
in my defense, as far as like open beta, like not knowing what open beta is, like, come on, man. There's so many fucking terms now.
Oh, no,
and
it
none
makes
of the
sense, yeah.
terms
Oh,
are
dude,
the
Liz.
same shit from day to fucking day. So
Yeah,
give me
you're
a
right.
break on that.
you're right. The same day as Overwatch is Mirror's Edge Catalyst, so they're going after. That's Electronic Arts, right? Is making
Wait,
Mirror's
Mirror's
Edge.
Edge is that like Mirror's Edge 2?
It's Mirror's Edge 2, yeah. They're calling it Catalyst. And then the 10th of May is Uncharted 4. Or then it's. Oh, I guess Doom comes out the 13th. Is that real?
May?
Is that real? It says Doom 2016.
Is that real? Is that
That seems a lot sooner than I remembered. I
Yeah,
thought it
no,
was
that's
now,
that.
like,
Well, they released the Doom multiplayer trailer. Did you watch this yet?
Is that the one that you? Oh, is that the one you tweeted about?
Yeah,
I don't want to watch it.
I'm
I'm
trying to think if they would claim it. Would Bethesda claim this video if they probably would. I'm not going to show it. I'll link it in chat. You guys
Dude,
can
May
watch
is
it.
going to be crazy.
It's gonna be nuts.
There's 3 big games back to back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said codification, and I only said that because everyone wants to be COD because they sell a fuck ton of units each year.
I haven't seen the trailer, but can you go into a little bit of why you said that? Like, what about it made you say that?
It is someone who like grew up and still holds like Quake 3 is like the definitive game in my life for shaping everything. Like, it looks like they took Halo and applied it to Doom and made a game. And like, there's
Not a bad idea.
I mean, it's not a bad idea business-wise at all, but I know I've accepted that arena-based shooters are never going to be a thing anymore. And I look at this trailer and I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, why is there a deployable shield in fucking Doom?
Yeah, that actually makes me not like that.
The demon thing, that was pretty fucking
Yeah,
sweet.
then you can turn into other demons in the multiplayer. I think that's a game mode. So,
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I just saw a dude like grab a pentagram, turn into a fucking demon, grab a player and rip his head off.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be fun, just like it was in Evolve
What's not to
twice.
love?
Like, I mean,
That's fired.
it'll be cool for sure, but it's like I don't know.
Balls.
I'm like I am to Quake as Cohh is to Fallout.
First-person demon, though, different from Evolve. It's your first-person.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But they have like a hologram that you can make, like just like you can in Halo. Nothing. I don't know. I guess I'll wait to really critique the fuck out of it till I play it on the 16th of May. But like, I'm not too. I haven't really been excited with anything that's doing.
JP, that was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean it looks all right. It looks flashy.
I can have fun with that. That looks pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of things in there that I haven't seen in other shooters. At least, I mean, that look whatever. It's not going to be something that we dive into, for weeks. But it can be a fun little game to play every so often.
Yeah, I think I should have used Halo.
Depend on how they preface all that and how they
how they frame it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, with that deep voice changer gimmick that I have, like people already think I worship Satan, so I'll fit right in there.
The other thing too is the fucking announcer's voice is like way too high pitch. It's way too like
what?
You
gotta kill.
It's not the fucking. It's not the.
Elmo in there.
It's not the old school Quake noise, man. It's not the quintessential noise from Quake when you get quad damage and it says it in low voice yeah, it's not that. Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm a purist in that sense, but we'll see how it goes when it comes out.
You got a quad kill!
Oh my god! Spectacular! Wow!
Sounds like Sesame Street plus Doom.
Yeah, I'd actually play a game with that. That sounds funny.
Horrifying.
Zeke, you've been playing.
Catastrophe.
Zeke, you've been playing mostly Tales from the Borderlands past week.
I played Tales from the Borderlands. I played. I'm into the Game of Thrones now.
Is that any good?
I've gone through 3 episodes.
Okay.
I played Devil Daggers.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that? That game's cool.
Tell me about that game. What is it?
Okay.
I gotta
First
find
impression, first 5 minutes, I'm like, is this it? Is this it?
That's it.
Then you look at the fucking leaderboard from your friends on Steam, and you're like, I can fucking beat that guy.
Yep.
And you go beat him, and then you're like, I can. It's not that far away from the next time up. I could probably beat that time too. And 4 hours later, I'm like, God, you motherfuckers! You sons of bitch and skulls! Ah!
Now this is a Quake style game that I could get behind.
No, it looked really interesting.
It's
I saw
$5.
No, it's definitely it's 90s. It's 90s FPS all the fucking way. Graphics and feel, the whole thing. It's only PvE and it's only time trial kind of a thing.
Yeah,
that's all you do. Try and last as long as you can. And they just keep throwing more and more shit at you. And there's only one, as far as I know, there's only one achievement in the game, and I believe that's lasting 500 seconds.
500 seconds. Yeah, I
spent 4 hours to get 60.
That's about what that's normal.
Holy cow.
Yeah. That's what everyone's saying. Like I think Total Biscuit and Dodger and Jesse got all around the same time. It's
all
hard
I
as fuck.
saw was that man tweeted out that he's on like the global leaderboards now or something.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, I think he's close, or maybe he's already on him or something. But
damn, I didn't know that. I'll have to ask him.
That's cool, man.
No,
I've yet to see this game actually played. I want to find someone. I wonder if someone.
When I fired it up, Mrs. Violence 200 seconds, and I wanted to I don't know how you do it.
And you can watch their replays, which is awesome. That's the best part of the game, like you were saying.
You can watch a replay of someone else?
You can go to the leaderboard and download the #1 time right now in the world and watch their full 8 or 9 minute playthrough.
And then get super mad at them.
Yeah. But it's how I think people are learning to progress because they
Interesting.
The movement in this game I think is the most important thing. I haven't played it. I've heard people talk about it for 2 to 3 hours. But the movement is the most important thing, and Zeke was. You basically do a lot of circle strafing. It's a quintessential 90s shooter.
Gotcha.
Where you kind of learn all that stuff.
You can't run, the skulls outrun you. That's the problem.
Right.
That's the challenge of the game. The shit, if you turn your back on them, they will outrun you. So you have to keep turning around and shooting the things. And it's not just circle. It's not quite just circle strafing, because there becomes if you don't, you got to make every shot count. And if you don't, they'll start building up and mobbing you and shit like that. And all the while you're trying to get these power-ups to get like another, because you see you're shooting them with 2 fingers. The power up is you get a 3rd finger.
You get 3rd finger, yeah.
Then you shoot more and they do more damage.
It goes all the way up to full hand too. Like you do crazy shit. Apparently there's
awesome.
I've seen like a boss that spawns, but then I think after the boss it just kind of continues to get more and more crazier. But
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
think so.
seen I haven't seen like the number one.
I watched the
replay in a
first
while.
person who unlocked the 500 seconds achievement. Like I watched that, and it just looked absurd. Like I was like, how is he alive? There's like one place where he can stand where he's not dead. How is he doing this? That was my thought after minute 3.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts for sure. Zeke, what else? Anything else you've been playing?
Tales from the Borderlands, played all the way through that. Fantastic. It's better than the Borderlands games. In my opinion.
I
Like,
agree,
the
dude. That's what I said too. Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, no, it's much more fun. The humor is there, and I think that's what made that's the charm of Borderlands for me. It's like I don't mind shooter looters or whatever you call Borderlands. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, looter shooter looter.
There you go. I don't mind them, but Borderlands didn't keep me like it was fun but not great. Whereas this has all the elements that I really loved about Borderlands: the sense of humor, the storyline, and that kind of shit, like fleshed out. It was great. I had a blast all the way through, and I cannot tell you how much fun it is to make a choice and have chat go, "Oh no, what are you fucking dead? You win with blood and blood instead of the other dick league. Oh my god, I can't believe you would do that." And then the other chat goes like, "Oh, I made the same choice. Shut up."
Yeah.
You know?
That's
It's
what I
great.
loved about playing through Until Dawn was like every time I did something, people in the chat would be
People
like,
flip out. Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah. No, and it was the music in it was phenomenal. They always make good choices with the music in the Borderlands series. But like it was entertaining up to the end. The characters were all fleshed out. You fell in love with some of them. Like I was like,
Yeah.
Scooter, baby. Everybody loves Scooter.
Scooter.
Catch a ride.
Yep.
Catch a ride. Love.
Dude,
Catch a ride. I love Scooter.
That's
If you have not played the Tales from the Borderlands, do it. It's
I
awesome.
haven't. I need to play it.
yes.
Yeah, you
Oh
should.
my god.
I'm a huge Borderlands fan, and I've yet to play it. I was like, I'll wait until all the parts are out.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Don't get me wrong, but there was a fight that I thought was cooler. It was a
Oh man.
melee fight that I enjoyed immensely, and I won't say any more about it. But that was fucking fun. The finger guns are fun. It's fun like because I like played all the way like up till a certain point as like decent smartass but good guy, and then I just went and made a choice where I was like, fuck all what I just did. But it was a lot of fun. Game of Thrones. Yeah, dude, I recommend that game for sure.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's good. I'm enjoying it. Game of Thrones is really brutal. It lacks the sense of humor, but there is definitely some like if you're like fantasy, if you like high fantasy like I do, like D&D style stuff,
Right.
dragons, kings, and that kind of shit. It's a blast because I just love the non-apologetic way Game of Thrones goes about things. Like people die that you're like, what? No,
Oh.
no. How did that fucking that can't happen? I like that person. But like it's keeping in line with the brutality of the Game of Thrones theme.
Yeah.
And it makes it a lot more fun cause I'm playing a drinking game while I'm doing it.
Right.
Every episode or every time I stream it, I pick 2 words and I take a drink of beer every time those words are said, and I toast. So the first time around was Forrester and the North. So anytime Forrester or the North was said,
Jesus.
we cheers the North. Take a drink. Forrester, take a drink. And I went through I think 4 tall boys, like 16-ounce beers.
Holy
Nice.
crap.
That's how I was going. And then the next time was Lord or Lady. Anytime Lord or Lady was said.
Oh my
and I went
god!
through about the same amount
It's a lot.
in one episode. And
You think
also
that's
like
a bad decision.
drinking whiskey shots every time a named character dies. So they have to have a proper name, not like Pigfucker, but they have to have a name like Darius or Radagath
So
or
you have to
whatever.
take a shot. This is a smart way to play through these games. I'm
That's
going
true.
to steal your idea. I'm
You
just
should.
letting you know right now.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I have 2 more episodes to go. I'm having a blast.
There you go. Did you watch the Game of Thrones trailer? That was
Oh, I need to watch that. I've heard that it is incredible.
It's so good. You should watch it.
Should I watch it?
It's
Should I
really
watch it right now so you can hear me react to it?
You probably could.
I probably could.
On screen live, drop frames, probo reaction.
Yep.
Oh my god, he's not dead. That's I have no idea.
That was kind of the big
Oh,
topic
God,
of the discussion.
it's the white people from the north.
Oh my god!
Oh
That's
no!
crazy.
There you go. There you go. I didn't really step outside the norm, just more Overwatch. I finished Uncharted. That was actually a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be.
How did you like the remakes or the remasterings?
It says a lot about Naughty Dog's ability as developers and their artists to like Uncharted 1 still looks like a fucking gorgeous game in 2016 because their art direction is so goddamn strong. Like it makes me so much more excited for Uncharted 4 to like see that game in full in May, whenever, I guess early May now because it got pushed back.
That's May 2?
Yeah, that's early May.
Damn.
Jesus, man.
May 10th,
It
I
is.
think.
No sleep month, man.
But yeah,
Crazy.
like those games,
Crap.
the fucking, I had not finished Uncharted 3, and so I actually think the airplane scene in Uncharted 3 is better than the train sequence in Uncharted 2. And the train sequence in Uncharted 2 is like my favorite sequence in a long time in video games. But
Dude,
the fucking airplane sequence when you're hanging out of it, like in the fucking desert, although it's not hard to render a desert, I guess, it still fucking looks amazing.
Still, the scope, the feeling, the progression of that plane scene, the entire time I was just like,
Yeah, it's one of those games where you're playing it and your mouth is just open exactly like that because it looks so fucking good. And these are
and it's just so ridiculous.
Like, those games came out-
is like larger than life to every capacity. that
dude.
could possibly
Uncharted 3 shipped in 2011. Like that's fucking insane that they looked that good back then. It's insane. And so I was really glad I played through those. But it was
Uncharted
basically-
4, please.
Yeah, I just want Uncharted 5 now. I'm glad I do have a little bit of a break though between those because I mean, let's be honest, the gameplay on Uncharted, I played through on easy. If I would have played through on a harder difficulty, I probably wouldn't have completed all 3 games. Like, you eventually kill about 4 armies worth of people in those 3 games.
A lot of dead
You
people.
just you just kill so many. Like Nathan's Drake, he's like, no, I'm not gonna kill him. I was like, Drake, you just killed like 300 people. Maybe in this game alone, and you're like,
Holy
no, I'm
shit.
not going to kill that guy. It's like, come the fuck on, man. You shot 300 fucking people to death. So that was that. That was a fun playthrough, though. And I guess we can jump into some news, see what everything is, what's been going on today. XCOM 2's first DLC is going to be coming out on March 17th.
Nice.
From what I was reading, though, it looks like it's all
Customization.
it's all customization, yeah.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I was kind of bummed about that.
Let me open up the patch notes here, just so we can read this and confirm on air. Oh, yeah. They actually have pictures of it. That's what it is right there. That type of stuff. Like a pink.
Like, look at my guy. He's fancier now. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's cool. I would have liked more missions. It includes Anarchy Chill and 2 future pieces of DLC. It's $5 individually. That's not too bad. I'm done with that game, though, until they put more stuff into it. Did you know In Control's playing that game on Legendary Iron Man Co.?
I saw that.
I wasn't aware that In
In
Control hated himself.
He's beaten it already on the other 2 Iron Mans, and now he's playing Legendary Iron Man.
Wow, dude.
And he says,
I know
like...
Tornus is a master at those games, and it took him like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's restarted. I think he's on like his 9th.
I wish I was good at video games. Shit.
I know, me too, right?
He's
I'd
going
love to be
crazy.
able to do things.
I
like
really
that.
think it just takes a different mindset because if you watch Tornus play those, He's like Hannibal Lecter, man. It's like, and his pulse never got above 180 or whatever the fuck.
Oh my god.
Dude,
And he
is
just plays like,
very
oh,
good at him.
well, I died again. All right, we're gonna have to restart. I would be fucking
I did
livid. There would be no unstomped puppies in my town.
Back when I was back in the Borderlands days, we there was a community challenge called One Life to Live, where it was the goal was to finish all 3 difficulty modes of the game, Borderlands 2. So like Vault Hunter, True Vault Hunter, and then Ultimate Vault Hunter without dying one time. And like dying and respawning is a core mechanic in that game.
Right.
And I got very far, and when I died, I literally I broke the controller. Like, there's I can't do things like that. I was like, fuck, no! And then I was like emotionally wrecked for like a week and a half.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of big news over the past week. I guess something that's not as big before we jump to that stuff. Co, you remember in Zeke? Oh no, you weren't here for the fighting game episode. Co, remember this? Remember when we were talking about the guys from Evo and Seth Killian who are making that game, where a fighting game where like everything's on cooldowns called Rising Thunder?
Oh yeah, the thing that takes out like the complexity of actually doing the moves. And
Exactly. So Radiant, that dev company, got bought by Riot Games. Yeah, they got bought by Riot Games this week, which is really, really, really interesting. Because now Riot Games has another game in development officially, because they're working on a game. They're working on a brand new game. They stopped development on Rising Thunder completely.
It's really that is extremely interesting, because there's very few companies. The other one that immediately comes to mind being Blizzard, that could release an IP and immediately have millions of fans.
Yeah,
that's true.
And Riot is one of the other ones. So that's crazy.
Here's a perfect thing that I could see them doing, and it would probably do amazing. What if they took the fighting game that Rising Thunder is, removed all their current heroes, put all of the League of Legends heroes in that, and made a fighting game with all of the League of Legends heroes?
Then they would be beginning a parallel kingdom like Blizzard.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
It's the exact same thing.
But that would be like fucking brilliant. Because
not a bad idea. No, not at all.
I'd play as Teemo as a fighting game and be annoying as fuck.
Hold on a second.
Well, let's give credit where credit's due. That Smash Brothers. That was the first. That was the first, taking all the characters and out of their elements and putting them in one and fighting them together.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I would say that's. I don't know if that's historically the first, but it's definitely the biggest. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask a dumb question here. Are we absolutely sure that Radiant was purchased because of the IP of the game and not some subsect of coding or systems that they've made?
It might have been that networking, the GGPO thing that they make. I don't know if that's a part.
Do we know if Riot's actually taking this game to the forefront?
We don't know. It says for now we will be permanently closing Rising Thunder on March 18th. So they're stopping development on Rising Thunder completely.
Interesting.
As of March 18th. Thanks to everyone who participated in the alpha.
Okay.
They also have a game called Stonehearth, which I don't know anything about.
Stonehearth?
And it says it'll go on full speed ahead. Stonehearth is... The fuck is this game? It says build your town, expand your world, fight, defend, and attack. So maybe they bought it for that. I've never heard of this game.
That sounds kind of cool. Wait, when did it come out? What is it?
It's in alpha right now. Alpha 14 is out now. On Steam Early Access or Direct Download. Let me go to the Steam Early Access. Yeah. It launched on June 3rd, 2015.
Oh, yeah. I heard about this game a long time ago. It was an early access title, but it wasn't very fleshed out.
It's got very positive reviews on Steam. That's higher than The Division.
Oh,
I think it is.
that trombone sound.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. I thought that was a very interesting thing to, especially when we were just talking about it like 2 weeks ago. But I hope they fucking make a fighting game with League of Legends heroes.
That'd be pretty neat.
That'd be great. And they have like, how many fucking heroes are there in League of Legends now? Like 100 or some shit?
That'd be an intense roster to build.
I'd want to see more of a Guilty Gear style game,
like an anime style type game.
Well,
anime
not necessarily the art style, but more of the complexity and control scheme. Like I think taking like putting it in a really simplistic environment, like from what I understand. Now, I was going to ask this earlier if anyone had actually played this fighting game that was purchased.
Rising Thunder?
Yeah.
I've watched about an hour and a half of it, so I'm familiar with it.
Like from what I've heard is it's very dumbed down. Like I've heard that it's not very fun to watch because like
correct
me if I'm wrong. I mean, please, I've never seen it.
I don't think it's very fun to watch. No.
Okay.
But it's what it does is it basically teaches you all of the core fighting game tendencies like spacing and footsies and all that stuff, and then all your special moves are tied to one button. So like. It basically purifies down what a fighting game is and tries to make that a game. So it's not too exciting to watch because there's not too much flair, but the core gameplay works, and that's probably what Riot bought, I would think. Because if they make that into a fighting game, like the mass appeal of that is fucking insane.
Yeah, no, that would be wild. It's really interesting because League of Legends has now developed a huge roster of characters. They're extremely successful. And at this point, it's just like, okay, Riot, what are you going to do? You have this extremely well-established, huge franchise with a lot of iconic names and characters. I mean, if they go Blizzard with this, like if they start making, like the trading card games, the action games, the RPG, like they have like this giant catalog waiting for that at this point.
And you got to remember, too, the only game that Riot makes is League of Legends.
It's true.
But they make a lot of it's the biggest game in the world as far as I think it's still the biggest game in the world. Like they make epic fuck tons of fucking money. Like you can't put enough fucks in how much money they make on a daily basis. Because it's mind boggling.
It's like a fuck to something like 10 to the something power.
Yes, exactly. There's 123 champions, by the way, in League of Legends.
To the 74th power.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucks on how much money they make. We'll see. I'm interested to see what comes from that. And also, like, where do they announce that stuff? Maybe at Worlds they announce the new game or something for League of Legends? I don't know. I don't think
the new Riot E3 event.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're going to pull a Fallout 4.
Be interesting.
Dude, I was talking about someone with someone about this yesterday. What the hell is Bethesda going to do at E3 this year?
I don't know.
Like, how could they possibly top last year? Like the only thing they could do is like announce ES6 or something.
To be honest,
that it's coming out in Christmas or something ridiculous. Like it's gonna. I don't know. It's gonna.
I don't want to get too into E3.
Companies are gonna follow Bethesda's lead this year. Dude, E3 could be huge this year.
I don't want to get into E3 too much, but you know that like EA is not doing a press conference this year, right? Like the bunch of companies have also actually given up their booth space, I believe, and they're not doing stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And the other thing too is that
dead.
Well, the other thing too is at E3 this year, Nintendo's announcing the new console. Like they're debuting.
Maybe everyone's getting out of Nintendo's way then. Like,
maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about all that though to talk about it.
Well, the NX is probably going to be Nintendo's most technologically competitive console they've released in the past decade.
Yeah.
It's the first time they're not selling something at that's been their MO for a long time. It's like, we're going to sell you this 2-year-old technology with a gimmick, and so that we make money every time we move a unit, so we don't have to, even if we quote fail, we haven't lost money. Then this is the first time I think they're kind of deviating from that.
Oh,
the other thing.
By the way, I hope. Speaking of news, I really hope this doesn't become like a trend, as it already is looking to. What? Another writer left the Mass Effect team.
I saw that. No. Yeah, I saw that. Who was? What was his title?
Oh, I don't know, but it was bad. I'm getting so worried about this project.
You think they're leaving because they're like, no,
dude. Their creative director still hasn't talked about why he left. The other guy that left said straight up that he left to go to Destiny, but said that his job was done. So that makes me a little bit optimistic. But then this other guy that left again has been.
Oh, this was
similar to the first guy. He's been kind of a little bit.
Are you talking about the senior editor?
Maybe, I think.
Senior editor Cameron Harris, who's also working on the new Mass Effect. She's choosing to exit the game industry entirely to pursue other opportunities. Is that who you're talking about?
That may have been it.
She said, "I've decided."
On the article you're reading,
it's a what?
Does it have a reason on the article you're reading? I was reading like conjecture.
She said, "I've decided to exit the video game industry to return to Seattle for new opportunities there. I'll be leaving BioWare in mid-April. I've had a great time at BioWare. blah, blah, blah. And then just goes on to thank everyone. That's it.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. And she's not going to another game team, so...
Yeah, I think she might just be like leaving the industry.
Okay. But still, I hate this trend.
So I do want to jump back on the Nintendo thing real quick.
Yeah.
If they don't launch this year, they're so far behind in this like cycle of consoles that I bet you at E3, and then this is the final thing because there's some other huge news I want to move on to. I bet you at E3 they announce their new console and then they say coming to you holiday 2016. I bet you they launch in fucking December.
That would be
2016.
pretty intense, man.
Because like, if they wait on that launch for a year or a year and a half, like most console launches do historically after announcing at E3, like fuck, like they're gonna be so far behind, and especially too because they obviously want to launch with the new Zelda. I would think is probably like their launch title, because they've already said that it's probably not coming out for the Wii U. Like, that's a pretty strong launch just to say, hey, here's a new Zelda on their new console.
Play Zelda?
I'd buy it. I'm in. I'd buy it right away. So we'll see. We'll see. The NX is going to be really interesting, especially with all the fucking weird things that people have heard about it already.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other news, where do we want to go here first? I guess let's talk about No Man's Sky. We talked about it last week. Talked about how there might be a hidden press event going on. It turns out there was. It was in LA last week.
You guys go ahead and duck.
Okay. And it came out, and it's a survival game. People are saying it's a survival game.
That's what we always knew it was going to be, though.
The No Man's Sky is a survival game, not an it's not pure
that's
exploration.
what it was going to be.
I don't think they ever said straight up survival game. I think that term came out of everything last week because like multiple places led with No Man's Sky as a survival game. And they went into, like you were talking about what the gameplay loop is, They went into it and talked about what it is. Most people had like 30 minutes to play the game because I think they were just shuffling in a shit ton of people there in LA. But they talked about like the gameplay loops and the fact that you're kind of going from planet to planet and you're like upgrading your suit and kind of upgrading your guns and building new things. They didn't go too deep into the crafting system, at least the thing that I read / listened to, but that thing's coming out and it's getting closer and closer, and it might be either like one of the biggest launches in a long time or just a massive fucking upset. So who knows?
I mean, I don't know. That kind of makes me a little sad.
I gotta say, at this point, a game really has to do something special to separate itself in the survival genre. And I don't know if just having a cool transition between space and planet and flying from planet to planet is going to be enough. I mean, it's gonna be very. I'm sure they've got a lot more surprises. I'm sure they have a lot more interesting stuff. But like,
let me just stop you there.
In honor of National Women's Day, can it just be no person, Sky? Please?
Oh my god!
It's trigger that bitch! Whoa!
I'm really upset now. You know,
I'm really upset. I'm really upset because you interrupted me. Co, let me throw this to you.
Joke. Fuck you.
Hold on, I just died a little inside. Hold on.
Co, there's NPCs in the game. All right, and these NPCs have dialogue options. And you can have, so it's like they have actually that type of dialogue options in a survival game. And a lot of people compared it to like a Fallout style or a Telltale style conversation thing.
I thought their world was procedurally generated.
The world already all exists right now. Like the servers, they already all exist. All the planets already are live.
Okay.
And they're all online. And so they were procedurally generated, but they exist already. From my understanding.
Okay.
That's why this game's like so fucking weird.
I cannot express to you how excited I've been about this game, and every fucking thing that you are telling me right now is making me want to not play it.
It's kind of weird. Like they're doing a lot of stuff, and there was everyone that played
I'm getting sad right now.
Everyone that played it had 30 minutes, and they all had different things to talk about it.
Okay.
And so that's why I'd say, like, if you really want to know more about it, I'd go and read it. I haven't had time to read all this fucking coverage.
Yeah, I'll need to read through it, but God, everything you said just makes me want to.
That now, one of the big things though that I was really excited about with No Man's Sky is the concept that like each planet you go to was a unique biome, and you could explore it like a Terraria world, you know, and they'd have its own unique dungeons and places to explore.
That's
and
still true.
Planet's history and stuff, but that's kind of weird if. Like if you're supposed to go from planet to planet, if that's part of the main story and everything, Like I'm still kind of excited for No Man's Sky. I like the direction where it's really trying to grow out the concept, but man, I don't know, dude. Like I'm in the same boat as Broman, where it's just like the more I hear about it, the more kind of I squint my eyes and I'm like, I just kind of want to shut off all the coverage until it comes out and then play it.
I might do that. I might black.
Yeah, I'm getting close to that. I just
I mean, like I when they first announced it at like I forget the first time I saw it.
It was
like
the PlayStation Experience 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was PlayStation Experience. They zoom all the way out, and I'm just like, like my Star Trek dreams. Like this is like I'm literally just having like a transcendent experience thinking about like, because there's some things, you know, as a gamer, like ever since you first touched a game, you thought there are a few things that you would consider perfect experiences, and you maybe don't know how to define them or think about them, but it's just all the shit you love in a game.
Right.
And that's how I felt the first time I saw No Man's Sky, and now I'm hearing other things, and I'm like, oh, so I'm not not Captain Picard.
Some of the other stuff that I'm mentally jogging back after listening to all this stuff, because I listened to probably like 5 or 6 hours of it. There was a moment where you would go and have a dialogue with an alien, and the subtitles would just be a bunch of jargon, but they said that eventually you'll be able to like decipher the jargon and see what people are saying to you. And the guy was playing, and one of the devs saw him playing and came over and said, hey, this is what he's telling you. He's telling you to turn off the alarms from the bots that are coming to attack you at the panel behind you, and they won't attack you. But if you don't understand the language, then you don't know that. Or apparently you might not even be able to do that. So like, I think there's a lot of other things that, like, everything that I heard, it sounds like it's an impossible game to show in 30 minutes to all these people, because there's so many different fucking things going on that there wasn't like a common thread between everyone.
Interesting.
That I could pick up on.
That makes me optimistic, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess like, okay, the more I think about this, if there's what is it, billions of planets and stuff,
something like that.
The end goal can't be a planet, right? Because then everyone would have to go to one planet, and that would be dumb.
The end goal is the center of the universe, I think.
To get to the center of the universe?
I think.
And then kill everyone.
And then start the new Big Bang.
And then you survive.
No, but that's kind of like, I guess, I don't know. I before I judge anything about this too much, I definitely would need to play it or know more. Because you're right, man. I mean, there's no way 30 minutes could ever show you any decent survival game. Well, I take that back actually, but in most really fleshed out games, you need 30 minutes more to experience the mechanics to really come up with a decision for it. So
yeah. The other thing too that's interesting.
I really wanted to build a base in that game. I really hope that's an option.
I don't
like build out your ship base.
Maybe it's a shipbuilding thing.
I don't know. I don't recall ever hearing about base building, but who knows? I don't know.
I do like, okay, they said that even though you'll never like the universe is so big that you won't casually run into other people, but they have said that they are going to make ways for people to find each other, right?
Well, I didn't hear anything about finding each other, but people said that the devs did say, I think, that you will see other people in your game, but it's going to be like Journey.
Okay.
Like where you haven't played, so you need to play Journey, by the way. You should. It's like a 3-hour
Don't
experience.
tell him. Just don't tell him.
Just play Journey. It's a 3-hour experience.
Just tell him. Play Journey. It's really great, and you'll get the reference.
There's an HD remaster. You should definitely play it. But it's like, it's very, like, you'll see someone and you'll be like, what the fuck is that another person? Oh my God, that's another person. Holy fucking shit. Like, it's that type of stuff. And again, this is, I think this is what the reporters got from this, not what the devs said specifically. So like, even a lot of the reporters came back from this and they're just like, yeah, I don't know everything about that game. So it's still a lot of confusion out there. But we do know it's coming out June 21st. So I guess we'll all find out then. That's also the Tuesday after E3. Just so everyone knows. That's a very interesting launch date. It's a birthday stream for you?
Like 4 days later, but yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Close enough.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, okay.
Birthday week hype. There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're one of those assholes that celebrates birthday week.
Actually, it's birthday month. Thanks. Yay, June.
There you go.
Every day, all day, every day, 30 days. Woo!
The other thing that really came out of fucking nowhere on Monday morning was that Lionhead is closing or being closed by Microsoft.
Crazy.
And Fable Legends is being canceled. Keep in mind that Fable Legends was one of 5 or maybe 4 games at Microsoft's E3 conference last year that they led with. Like, they devoted a shit ton of marketing. Like, this game was at PAX events. This game was everywhere, and it's just fucking, it's canceled. So, like, close to $1 million, if not multi-million, spent in marketing, and it's done. Like, kind of insane that that's happening.
Yeah.
Sad.
Like, that game must have really sucked.
Yeah, like, that's all I can draw from it, is that game must have been fucking
It must have been so little. Someone must have looked at that game at some point and been like, you know what, guys, this game is so bad, it's not going to make us any money.
Yeah.
And it's not worth even finishing. It's already been in development. I saw some comment on a Reddit post of some dude like claiming to know someone that worked there, some random back-ass third-party info, saying the game was like 80% done. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if anything's been released, but
when
it's
was it supposed to come out? Let's see.
80% done is pretty insane.
Yeah, they said it was like close to done. Now I can't confirm that for shit, so please don't take that as canon. But you know, yeah, they were like, but even then, the game has been in development for so long, it has to be a large percent done at this point, at least over halfway finished. And to think all the resources they put into it is just. But I mean, granted, it's got how do you pronounce his name? Molyneux. It's got like, he has been taking a PR whipping.
Well, I don't think Peter Molyneux is a part of Lionhead anymore, right?
But his name is attached to Fable. So I wonder if like
they just got out of it.
I don't know, man. Yeah, just let's wipe our hands clean and.
Yeah, I mean he's in his own fucking.
Peter's in his own little hell.
He's in his own little.
Did you see what happened when his Twitter got hacked?
No, I didn't see that.
Someone hacked his Twitter and put up 2 extremely legit looking tweets where they were like, yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm canceling Gato and refunding everyone. And I'm really apologetic and I'm sorry. And I'm so sorry I let everyone down. And then like 30 minutes later, it's like, someone hacked my Twitter. Sorry, not me.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
That's incredible.
It was so bad.
That really sucks, man.
Oh, it was so bad. It was in beta, Michael, already? Wow.
So, yeah, it says the game is officially delayed to 2016 on December 14th. Is to give additional time for Lionhead Studios to polish the game. An open beta was announced on the same day and was set to be available in the first or second quarter of 2016. So I guess there must have been a closed beta is what that person was referencing that was already out there.
Maybe.
Actually, now that you mention it, there was a Fable event. I think a lot of us actually got invited to it a few months ago. I didn't do it because I didn't have Win 10 at the time.
Wait, was that in December?
That was I think me and you talked about it, JP, a little bit. Like,
I think
did we get some random offer to check it out or something? Yeah,
I think I do remember that. Yeah. God,
but
that's fucking weird, man.
It's crazy. There must have been some major gups over there to have the entire studio and project get closed down at this point, with it being a flagship product, with it carrying the Fable name. I really hope that team like finds new jobs quickly, because Lionhead. It's unfortunate to see like this be the end of that. Just axed.
Yep.
Gone.
Yep. I'm just scanning through the news of the past week, see if there's anything else.
I there was a question I wanted to ask actually. How does it feel when you get asked the same question over and over again?
Oh my god.
That guy's been spamming.
Oh my god.
The annoying thing, Zeke, is that you set a precedent that if you spam enough times, and that guy's been spamming since 2 hours and 45 minutes ago.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about him. I was waiting to drop that since Co mentioned it off screen or off cast.
Oh,
waiting to mention that.
Oh, okay. Because there's been someone in the chat spamming that for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
No, I wasn't talking about him.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, screw that guy. That guy, you didn't accomplish your goal.
Yeah. What's the origin of that anyways? Did it happen on a stream or something?
He made a meme. It happened to him.
Okay.
It took him 2 hours to figure out that people were screwing with him.
Gotcha.
He was politely answering that for 2 hours and curious as to why everyone was so interested in that in particular today.
Zeke did that? You did that, Zeke?
No, Co did.
Oh, okay.
No, that was It's been a little thing on my channel lately. People just love to do. Take advantage of nice guy Carnage. That's cool. Assholes, but that's fine.
There you
Dude,
go.
if you would have stayed away, like away from the camera for like 3 more seconds, I was gonna fake knock on my door. I'd be like, "Oh,
Damn
hey,
it.
Cole!
Zeke, you gotta text me with this shit next time.
You gotta set these gags up, man.
Yeah, just send me a text next time, dude. We'll
Yeah, we'll do."
Ah,
Has anyone
yeah.
checked out have you checked out Factorio at all?
You know what? I've played it a little bit, and it looks really interesting. I watched my buddy Giant Waffle play it, and
That's right. That's who I saw
Sebadus
play it.
also has been playing a lot of it, or used to. And it's an older game that's really intense and really allows you to kind of customize your area and get these crazy complex contraptions going. But for some reason, it's just one of those games I haven't really been able to get into myself.
Gotcha.
I've tried a couple times. It just hasn't hooked me. I don't know why.
They released a comment saying we sold slightly more than this week on Steam, or during this week on Steam, than during the whole last year on our own page. Pretty fucking crazy.
I can believe it. They've had some big names streaming it lately. I get asked all the time if I will play it, and I may even try it someday. Oh, apparently, yeah, Lyric was playing it from what people are saying.
Oh yeah, I
too.
saw Lyric play yesterday. He was playing with
so
Shorty or
it's
something
gonna
like
be
that. It has co-op
it's
on
a
it.
really cool game. Like
Thanks.
if you like any type of like base construction, that's basically all the game is. It's a giant like here's a bunch of resources on a map. You're gonna get attacked, so you better get your assembly line up going so you can build turrets and defend yourself. And you're a character too, so you have to run around and shoot shit too. So I mean, it's
Interesting.
it's arguably everything that I look for in a game. But yeah, just sometimes a game kind of matches up with what you like, but you just can't get into it. And it's kind of where I'm with Factorio.
You just gave them a bumper quote. Arguably everything I look for in a game.
There you
CohhCarnage.
go. There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. That's that media training coming from Broman right there.
Oh Lord.
What else is there? Oh, there we had a Nintendo Direct last week, but nothing. The biggest thing to come out of it that I think you guys would care about is there's a new Paper Mario coming out. Did you guys anyone big
Oh,
Paper Mario
interesting.
fan?
Is it going to be like the old ones?
It's called Paper Mario Color Splash, announced for the Wii U.
Interesting.
And it's a 3D game with a 2D art style is what it looks like. There's a video of it, I think. I don't want to show it though because Nintendo will actually claim this YouTube bot.
Hopefully,
Get you.
hopefully, Spamfish will add it to the Mario-thon.
What was that? He was playing Super Mario the other day and everyone was going crazy. What was that about, Zeke?
It's just fun. It's fun to watch him because, like, I'm shit you not. If you tune in for more than half an hour, he'll say something like, "I'm actually pretty good at Mario games," and dies immediately.
Hey guys,
Every
keep going. I gotta
fucking
remember
time I
this
tune in, that has happened not once but twice. It's like, no, it's skill. Watch it. Here we go, and I'm gonna make this look easy.
That's a really good
That
impression
makes me want to watch more.
or impersonation.
Yeah, but no, that's just side note.
There you go. There's nothing really else. There's that. Zeke, you don't have any interest in the Zelda remake, right? You're not going to play that at all? I don't
This
think.
remake?
Yeah, there's a Twilight Princess HD.
Oh, I never played Twilight Princess. That's like the one I didn't play.
Oh, you might. That came out last week or 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
If you have any interest in that. Black Desert.
I picked up Twilight Princess. I think. How long ago did that come out? First time.
That came out around GameCube.
Yeah, I was gonna say
End of
GameCube.
life and Wii Start of Life.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was way before streaming or Justin TV or Twitch or anything. Before I was involved with it.
Yeah.
And I picked it up for I want to say like 2 hours, and I was like, I don't know, man. It didn't grab me like the other Zeldas did.
I'm with you on that with Twilight Princess. Totally.
There's nothing
Yeah,
I
I'm
can.
kinda-
There's nothing I can really point to say like that's why I didn't play it all the way through, but I just didn't.
There you go. I'm seeing if there's any one last thing. Some Final Fantasy news came out. The director wants the game's ending to make people cry. That was an actual quote. He wants the
Is
game.
this of the 7 remake or 15?
This is 15.
wants
He
the
says, "I
ending.
want
I'm
to."
looking forward to 15.
So am I. I'm
too.
really looking forward
It's
to
been
it.
it's been a long time since I've played a JRPG that I've really liked, Gears, and I'm looking forward to kind of bringing that back.
Yeah. He says, I want to create a very emotional ending to the game and want to make as many people cry as possible.
Fuck it, that's badass,
And he
man.
says,
I'll take it.
he says you're spending so many hours playing the game, so when I finish a game and it ends on a sour note and it doesn't move me, it gets me disappointed. At least make me cry or give me some emotion. I want to give a moving ending for the consumers who invest so much time. All right, that's not bad.
That's awesome, dude. That's a good goal.
Yeah.
That's a good goal. That means hopefully he's focusing on like really good character development, really attaching good character dialogue, voice. Like hopefully he's thinking great big picture, like whole game and not just ending.
Yeah.
Because cool, everyone dies. Yay, everyone you
Yeah.
Everyone dies.
It's just a fucking animated model of him. He walks on the screen and just like slits the main character's throat. He's like, cry, motherfuckers.
This was completely pointless. Welcome to the theater of the absurd. Bye.
There you go. There you go.
No ending for you. Cry about it.
Exactly.
Yes.
I guess the last thing, me and Broman talked about this a little bit before the show. Did you guys know Hitman launches on Friday?
I don't know.
Kind of under the radar, huh?
Really under the radar. I don't even know if, like, what the fuck is that game? Isn't it? There's like an online component.
About it constantly.
Yeah, they not only have you gotten a lot of emails, there was actually kind of like a Twitch blitz on it a little bit ago where a bunch of streamers were streaming Hitman for a little period of time. I'm actually doing a thing for it probably sometime next week, I think.
Okay.
Gonna
Well,
play
it'll be
like
interesting.
the first 3 or 4 hours of it. Check it out.
So,
I've always been a fan of Hitman. I just haven't played many of the late ones.
do you know if it's like, is it one? Oh, it's like 2 missions. It's Hitman Episode 1. What?
Oh. Episodic Hitman?
It's
Really?
episodic? Did they already announce that? I don't.
Is it a Hitman Telltale game? Because I would fucking love that.
That would
just
be
like to
awesome.
say-
That'd be great,
Do
actually.
it.
That'd be
Telltale
really cool.
As a
assassin
bald
game?
gentleman, that I'm just really happy that Hitman gives one more person for people to call me.
There you go. There you go.
This one, that's about all I got for Hitman.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Yo, dude, you look like Hitman.
Probably
Oh,
get that
thanks,
all
man.
day. Oh god, that's.
I'll take you look like Hitman over, yo, what kind of cancer do you have any day?
Jesus. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Not
yeah.
okay, people of the internet.
People are assholes.
People are assholes.
I get Mel Gibson from time to time. Zach Galifianakis from time to time.
I see Mel Gibson. That's not bad though. That's not Mel Gibson.
During my
It's not
Yeah, I get
bad.
Tyrion Lannister.
no, yeah, I mean that makes sense.
What?
During my esports days, I got
I
Hank
can
Hill.
see it. You get Dinklage.
I get Dinklage. I get Half-Life guy.
Yep.
I get Dr. House if he used drugs. I
Oh.
get
House,
I
if
get
you-
let's see who else. I get all of them, man. I get a
Can
lot.
we all agree that we've all been called Seth Rogen at least 100 times?
Yeah,
Because
yep.
That's
Yeah.
I get
then
what's his name?
And then you'll watch Tangent Gaming and go, oh, that's Seth Rogen on Twitch.
That's true.
Yeah, he nails it.
We're good.
He nails that
We're
Seth
good.
Rogen impression.
Hank
He
Hill was
not
the
only
number
has
one.
the look, but he's got the voice. He
does.
sounds
Oh
exactly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
He does. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Hank Hill, and then
Hank Hill.
yeah, and so then I would
say
always
that.
talk about propane. And then Kevin Smith, I've gotten a lot as well. Every once in a while.
So I can see that a little bit.
If my hair, like, if this was darker and less red, if it was just dyed all black, I looked like Kevin Smith. And I wore a
Well,
backwards
what about-
baseball cap.
Put on a hockey jersey.
Yep, and a hockey
Oh, I
jersey. Right.
I get Heisenberg a lot too.
Yep.
Oh,
I got that for a while.
Yeah, I bet you get that too, bro.
Well,
I
I just at this point I love the joke because it's like the show's been off air for so long. Hey, you look like Heisenberg. Hey, you look like someone who hasn't seen TV in 5 years. Congratulations. How was your time capsule? Oh, it's
Yeah,
good stuff.
so-
I still haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Oh, you need to watch it.
I know, I do.
do.
I'm gonna go get back in my time capsule.
So it says, I'm reading about the Hitman. The game will be released in Episodic Hitman. We're going to end pretty soon as well. It says the game will only consist of a prologue missions in the Paris location. New content will be released on a monthly basis, including the remaining 2 cities of the main game, Sapienza and Marrakesh, in April and May 26, respectively, followed by the previously planned Thailand, US, and Japan expansions by the end of the season in late 2016, as well as weekly events and additional planned content between monthly updates. What the fuck? fuck? I'm interested to hear from Co next week after that because
This is weird.
that's a fucking weird launch.
Interesting marketing strategy.
That's weird, man.
There's many different perspectives companies take to make episodic games.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see the perspective of their decision to make Hitman episodic, especially considering the franchise has established itself as non-episodic.
Yeah. And now they're going episodic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Interesting. We'll see.
We'll see. That, I guess, launches on
It
Friday.
works for some things. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. That's going to do it for the show. Let's go ahead and do some shout outs here. Bro, man, why don't you start us off? Thanks again for coming on the show, man. Love talking to you
Thanks
about
for
the
having
division.
me. I had a great time.
Oh, you're gonna put the guest on the spot? Nice.
What am I doing right now? What am I supposed to do?
Just I guess you haven't done this before. Would you like
what's
someone
up,
to go
guys?
first?
I'm Professor Broman. Apparently, there's a flash screen for me. You can
You
follow
don't do
me.
this
at
for
all
fandom,
those
JP?
different-
No, I did.
All these different things. He did, but I just am dumb and forget things. You can follow me at twitch.tv/Professor Broman. You can also follow me on Twitter at Professor Broman. Or if you want to watch YouTube videos, go ahead and use the name I made when I was in high school, Ben WCA.
There you go. I'm glad
Totally
that,
stupid.
I'm glad that you still use that because I put that in there. I was like, I should probably check
I
to see if
can't
this was
change it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make someone let me change it, but I just can't.
that's true.
Does someone own?
I thought you were kidding at first, and I was like, oh.
No. I saw your face like waiting for me to finish the joke, but there's no joke to finish.
Yeah.
I couldn't link my Twitch account to a new YouTube, and I was like, I'm never gonna use this shit. And then Destiny launched, and I started using it. Now I almost have 200,000 subs to that stupid account. It's awful. I hate it.
By the way, I gotta say, your creep emote, you just look like a normal guy. That's actually not creepy.
Oh, I thought that was like smile or something.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
That's like the nicest creepy mode I've seen.
That's
Hold on,
because
let me-
I can't be creepy, man.
I think it's
can't
the
do it.
mustache.
You
It's the
gotta
mustache?
just stretch your face out across an
So I
entire
just
thing
call
like
it
that.
Bo friendly.
See, those need to be reversed. It should be itmeJP creep and itmeBroman happy or whatever. I mean, like,
Me bro man happy.
yes, exactly. Exactly how I said it.
You should reverse that.
Oh my god.
You should reverse
That
that.
happy emote is one of the creepiest emotes on Twitch, period.
The funniest part about that,
The only emote that is banned in my channel.
the best
Good
thing about
God.
that is that Daniel, the person who made it, I sent him that image and I said, "Hey, can you make this an emote?" It's a picture from like 2009 or some shit. And he comes back to me and he goes, "I made this." And I'm like,
I made.
"All right, I guess we'll use that." So I did. Because it's just the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen. It works
That's
out.
awesome.
That's good. Co, do some shout outs, sir. After you wipe
Hi,
your brain
I'm
clear of
Co.
that.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Big thank you as always to Ezekiel and JP. Awesome. Professor Broman, it was so much fun having you on. You were an excellent guest. Thank you for being here. My name is Co. If you've not heard of me, I stream every day at 8 a.m. EST. Currently playing Stardew Valley. We've got our Deus Ex franchise playthrough coming up soon. Probably going to start hitting that in the next couple weeks. Deus Ex 1, 2, 3, all DLC, hardest difficulty. Should be a lot of fun. Also got a shirt campaign open next few days with a new logo. Pretty cute. And right after this show, we'll be doing some culling. I think we're going to put the tunes on, turn the volume up, open some beers, and play culling for an hour or so. And
I'm going to be streaming too.
So anyway,
There
thank
you
you for
go.
watching today. Really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, see you next week.
Two things. One, at 1,000 shirts, he's still shaving a mohawk or whatever.
Yes, at 1,000 shirts, I'm losing the beanie for 3 days and shaving my hair into a mohawk. If
There
we
you
hit.
go.
But it's not looking great right now. So
Uh-oh.
we're like at 770 shirts.
So slow down.
Pretty fun
Just
idea.
slow down.
What's
That's-
your where's the shirt? I want to see it.
CohhCarnage logo on Teespring.
Yeah.
Or just
I will-
co.tv
Oh, it's
slash.
CohhCarnage logo.
Yeah.
Co logo shirt. I'll just link it in chat.
Oh, it's co-logo shirt.
Let me just flood JP's channel with it.
That's fine. I was going to do it anyways.
There we go. There we go.
The thing that sucks about Teespring is once you use, like, you can't always have teespring.com/CohhCarnage. They should just make
Yeah.
it so that we always have those links.
Just one
That's
channel.
the
here.
word.
Just one
Yeah.
channel. It would simplify so many things. Also, bro, man, you're going to be streaming more Division tonight, right?
Yeah, like whenever this is done.
There you go.
Awesome.
So go check out
Let's do it
more. He's doing in-game stuff too. So if you want to see what
Yeah, I'm
level
doing
30
end game. I'm going to be trying to get to rank 50 in the Dark Zone tonight. 'cause-
Hey, are you doing PC?
No, I'm on Xbox.
is on the
Otherwise, I
Expo.
would link up.
Motherfucker.
I'm an asshole.
No, I need someone to power level me.
That's true.
When I get there, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you on Twitter. I'll be like, yo, you want to be my bitch for a little bit? And you'll be like, yeah.
Dude, I'll be like, give me that butt. I'm gonna snip it. All the way through is like, okay, I'm just gonna hide behind you. You keep shooting.
Jesus Christ. Zeke, do some fucking shout outs so we can get out of here.
For our boys! What's going on? My name is Zeke. Thank you to Co and JP as always for being awesome co-hosts. And Professor Broman. I don't think I've ever talked to you as this long before, and it was a real treat because you're funnier than I thought you would be, which is awesome.
Right, you totally just Twitch chatted him.
Man.
My face
You just Twitch chatted him,
No,
man.
put that back up. Put that shit back up.
All right. Okay.
I stream every day. Usually, except Fridays, I usually take off. Noon Pacific every day. I'm in the middle of Telltale month. We got to finish up Game of Thrones, and then we'll move on to another one. Maybe the Strong Bad one. Maybe Back to the Future. Definitely, we'll be playing Wolf Among Us, but probably towards the end of the month. However, tonight I will be streaming at hold on, at 6 p.m. Excuse me, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be me, Richard Hammer, and Cobalt Streak. We're going to be playing some Warhammer Vermintide.
What?
Together. Yeah,
That's
I know.
awesome.
Forgot about that one, didn't you? But we're bringing it back, baby.
There's DLC out, right?
We're going to have, there's DLC. We got that. We're going to have a nice, we have an affiliate with chrono.gg. It's going to be on sale. It's on sale right now, actually. If you want to check my page, chrono.gg, like little thing, you can hit that. It's on sale. New indie game every day. It's a new thing that we're doing.
We got to talk about that next week.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
Is this the new Chrono Trigger game?
No, chrono.gg.
No, I'm looking at it. I'm being an
Take me off
idiot.
the screen.
Well, I think Total Biscuit just partnered with these guys, didn't they? I think so.
They're great. And the reason why I think they're great, just real short synopsis, is because they do a sale, 24-hour sale every single day. Game changes, and it's on like drastic sales. Like you could get yesterday was it was $5 for Banner Saga, excuse me. Banner Saga for $50, excuse me. It was on sale for $4.50 yesterday. Day before that was Broforce on sale for $5, which is usually $15. And they just do a new one, 24-hour thing every day.
Does G2A own this?
No.
Oh, apparently TB did not like them. Just a
Oh,
heads up.
TB did not like them.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's too bad.
Oh. Well, there you go. I thought he was. Maybe I misread that. Apparently, I did. I wonder how long till G2A buys this. Anyway,
You never know. Hey, when you get a good idea, you build it up and then you sell it.
that's
That's what you're
true.
supposed to do, right? That's the
true.
American dream.
That's the American dream. All right, I'll do all my shout outs after the show. Thanks everyone for being here. We will see you guys next week. We'll be on Co's channel. Co, we're going to be on your channel. Co, we're on your channel next week. Don't forget this time. Please.
Twitch.tv/Ezekiel_3.
Shut up.
Underscore this.
All right, we're out. Have a great night, everyone.
With them, I guess.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.